Talk Media, this your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Have a good shout to Notification Gang, Key Talk Gang, for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyway, so we got a few topics to talk about today. Hasn't been a whole lot going on inside of hip hop, but we do got a couple hip hop things that y'all might be interested in. Anyway, so up first, let's go ahead and get the Diddy news out the way. So the family of Tupac. Now, everybody knows whenever it comes to Diddy and Tupac, a lot of people, including now the family of Tupac, believes that Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Puffy, aka Brother Love, aka Love, aka whatever other AKAs that Buddy got, they believe that he's responsible for the unaliving of Tupac. Now, of course, there's been a whole lot of interviews done. There's been a whole lot of people talking about if he's responsible for the death and murder of Tupac or not. But now it's coming to an actuality with the family, and they've actually called upon a private investigator to do an investigation on Diddy to see if he was involved with the murder of Tupac. Now, if they find out that he was involved with it, I don't know if they'd pursue criminal charges. They probably pursue maybe like civil, which means paper, money, get some money from him. It's already a whole lot of people trying to get money for Diddy, but he is a billionaire, so we'll see how long that $1 billion can actually stretch with everything that's going on, right? So the headline came out and said, oh wow, Tupac family hired investigators to see if Diddy put that bag on Tupac head. Y'all think he got Tupac out the way? In which, if we go to the comment section, we can see what y'all had to say about it. Somebody said, dang, everyone trying to get a bag out of Diddy. So this person maybe believe it, maybe don't, but just really believe that people are just trying to get a bag out of him, which I do believe some of the people that's actually following suit against Diddy is definitely just trying to get a bag. But of course, some of it could as well be true about what some people are saying, right? Somebody else said 28 years later. Well, I mean, you know how they say get back ain't got no name, get back ain't got no time. Well, this is the get back of the family of Tupac, and ultimately Tupac, if this is what happened. Even though Tupac was living a gangster lifestyle, whether people say he was an actual gangster or not, if you look at the older interviews, some people say, nah, he was just he was an actor, you know, not in a negative way, but he was literally like, he was part of art school and art programs and acting programs and stuff like that. However, later on in life, he started living that gangster lifestyle, and unfortunately, it came to with the demise living that lifestyle like it does with most people in that lifestyle, right? Now, whether Diddy did the demise or not, the world may never know. The next comment said, does this make him eligible for the death penalty now? I don't know. I mean, who knows? Somebody else said, guilty. Suge said it's gonna come out who did it. How is it a murder if all the money wasn't paid for an attempt to murder? So, I mean, this person is going off pretty much interviews and stuff that he's actually seen other people do. So he doesn't believe that the money was actually completely given to the person that was supposed to do the murder, but maybe he did attempt to pay that money to somebody to actually do the murder. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I know Tupac ended up dead and getting killed and shot. So I guess time will just tell. Pac was gay and was in character, but Diddy probably did it. Dang us black folk fault for everything shake my head. Pac got killed for punching a killer. See, people got all their different ideas, right? So who knows who's actually correct? Who knows who's actually right or not? Because everybody's always going to have their own idea and opinions, and that's fine with me. Like I'm super okay with everybody having their own ideas, opinions, and doing whatever they want to do. I mean, notice it be y'all be saying they be hiding Texas, what I be wearing big old jackets and all that. I like to do what I like to do, and I don't care what nobody got to say about what I like to do because I'm me and they're them or you're you. So I do what I do, you do what you do, and it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I don't take nobody consideration into nothing what I do. I'm 100% me, 100% what I want to do. I'm not easily influenced. I'm a leader, so I do what I like to do, right? And that's like I like other people to do as well, right? Anyway, so in other Diddy news, someone is actually saying now, well, not someone, one of the Megan Cundiff, who's been all inside of like doing a lot of the hip hop reporting, she's now reporting that the prosecutors and lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs have agreed to a protective order regarding case discovery. And y'all know within that discovery, that's where you get a lot of the names who snitching. That's where you got a lot of the people that's actually involved in the case as well. Other people that's probably going to be prosecuted in the case as well, all inside the discovery. But she said regarding the case discovery, they agreed for a protective order regarding case discovery that specifies sealed material will not be posted online, including any social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter. So What that actually means, right? That means that, hey, we're going to hide whoever's inside of these documents, right? We don't want the mass public to see all these people names that's inside this document because it may cause some sort of public outrage, right? I mean, just imagine you see your favorite star and they say was at this Diddy party was baby oiling up who knows, a pig or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? And who knows whatever happened after that. But they're pretty much not going to get that information out. They're hiding it from the public because maybe they feel like the public will be outraged and they won't be able to control the public. But either way it goes, the prosecution and the defense agreed on pretty much on a protective order hiding that, right? So it must be some super bad because the prosecutors and the lawyers, which is actually insane, right? Anyways, now it pretty much, this is disclosure that it said, right? It says disclosure and treatment. Disclosure material should not be disclosed by the defendant or defense counsel, including any successor, the defense other than any set forth hereinafter, and shall be used by defense solely for purposes of defending against the charges in the above caption case. The words are really small. I'm far back from the screen, right? It says including but not limited to preparation for the trial, any sentencing appeal or collateral attack, which was commended within a year of the let me see. You know what? Let me actually read it from my phone because I'm literally super far away. So I'm gonna keep on having to like squint in and stuff like that. And I want to make sure that I'm able to get the details to y'all in a nice, concise sentence. Okay, cool. Oh wait, here we go. So I'm gonna start over. So it says, disclosure material shall not be disclosed by the defendant or defense counsel, including any successor counsel, the defense other than that set forth hereinafter, and shall be used by the defense solely for purposes of defending against the charges in the above captioned case, including but not limited to preparation for trial in any sentencing appeal or collateral attack. So they hiding everything, which was commenced within a year of the exhaustion of the defendant's appellate rights involving the charges in the above caption case. The defense shall not post any disclosure material that is not publicly available on the docket in the above caption case on any internet site or network site, including any social media site such as Facebook or Twitter, to which persons other than the parties hereunto have access, and shall not disclose any disclosure material to the media. So hey, listen, man, let's just keep it real. They doing some type of stuff to where they trying to keep the general public outside of this case and away from this case as best as they possibly can. And I would imagine that they trying to do this because it's extremely bad on exactly what's going on. And they probably don't want the public to really be in the business like that, which is insane because if it was anybody else, like a regular case that's not a person such as with Diddy status, then they wouldn't care at all. They would just have all the information out there. Feel how y'all gonna feel about it. It is what it is. But you gotta imagine some of the people that's probably inside of these indictments and stuff and inside this paperwork are some high up people that got a lot of paper, don't want their name mentioned. So they're probably cool, went to the same college as some of these prosecutors or the judges, went to the same fraternities or in the same fraternities or whatever it may be, right? It's some powerful people. So that's why they're able to get this done. Of course, if you are a regular person, don't expect this stuff to be done for you because you are not worthy to get this done for you at all. You're not worthy. You don't have the billions of dollars. You don't have the millions of dollars. You probably get paid for a paycheck every 2 weeks and you barely survive off of that. But in Diddy's case, he's a billionaire. So with money, this is America. It's a capitalistic society. And with me saying it's a capitalistic society, money talks. Even if you quiet, money does this. And it keeps talking, right? Anyway, so aside from that, we got something to cover about Rich Homie Quan, but I'm going to get into that a little later because what we're going to get into now is some immigrants. Some Venezuelan immigrant gangs inside of the U.S., specifically inside of Dallas, Texas, tied up a woman to rob her house, right? And they've actually captured them. And not only that, one of the immigrants that actually got captured snitched on the other three. So they coming over here doing that snitching too, right? So it says, men arrested for brutal Dallas robbery said to be in Venezuelan gangs, Doc says. It says, More suspects have been arrested in connection to a Northwest Dallas aggravated robbery. Yane Brahan, however you say these names, Carlos Alberto Martinez Silva, and Wilmer Jesus Calamanero Gonzalez were arrested after an hours-long standoff in Irving on Thursday. Hey, listen, they weren't trying to go down without a fight. They had a standoff with 12 now. You know what I'm talking about? Bang, bang, bang. Y'all remember that story the Soldier Boy told? And he came in the house and I was like, boom, boom, boom. So that's pretty much how it went down with them, right? It says the robbery victim told police she was tied up and suspects threatened to cut off her fingers. Boy, listen, man, they coming over here with them torture techniques if she did not comply. Immigration and Customs Enforcement tells Fox 4 the suspects are from Venezuela. Now, of course, there's been a whole lot of people saying a lot of the Venezuelan immigrants, well, a lot of them are in gangs, and this just further proves what some people are actually saying, right? It doesn't do any justice to the people that saying that they're not. But let's continue what it says. It says the three men were arrested after an hours-long standoff with Dallas and Irving police near DFW Airport in Irving on Thursday. 20-year-old Ying Braham Talabran Sanabrea, 34 years old Carla, oh yeah, those names I just named, have been charged with aggravated robbery in connection to the robbery on Ellsby Avenue in Northwest Dallas, September 21st. And here they go, right here. You know, I'm trying to see which one look like they would be the leader. Maybe he looked like he will be the leader. He looked like he's just a follower after all them. He looked like he just with whatever, you know, somebody did what it is, the risk. Let's get this paper, let's get this money. And he looked like, let me see, he looked like maybe a little bit of the brains of it. All right, these two right here, I see them as being him and Carlos Silva and Manuel Hernandez. I think they're part of the brains, but I think he's the top one though. Even I think he's the one that got caught in snitch, right? It says police previously arrested 28-year-old Manuel Hernandez. Oh, yep, he's the first one they arrested, right? And in connection to the case, all four suspects are from Venezuela and are on immigration hold. The court documents, hold up, y'all. It says the court documents named two other men who are not in custody. After his arrest this week, Hernandez admitted, so he snitched. This guy snitched right here, the first one, Hernandez, admitted to committing the robbery and gave police the nicknames of the other suspects in the case. He told police he did not know the other men's full names, according to an arrest warrant affidavit. Hernandez told police he had received a Facebook message asking to meet up. Whoa, I'm thinking he the leader. he done got a Facebook message and decided to just go off the goddamn Facebook message, right? Asking to meet up with a man he knew as Kuma from an Irving apartment. An arrest warrant affidavit says that Hernandez got into a black SUV with four other men. So okay, if he got in with four of them, that means five of them total. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only four of them. So that means one more person is actually still missing, right? Hernandez believed they were going to get money owed by a prostitute because he was aware Huma and the other suspects were involved in sex trafficking. Read an affidavit. The vehicle drove to Northwest Dallas where the men allegedly attacked a woman in her driveway. According to the documents, Hernandez watched two of the men go inside the Northwest Dallas home and eventually signaled for the rest of the men to go inside the home. Hernandez says he saw the woman sitting in the living room while two of the men pointed guns at her. The Spanish-speaking men communicated with the woman through Google. Oh my God, they robbed her through Google Translate. Fam. It says the Spanish-speaking men communicated with the woman through Google Translate as they robbed her home, according to the documents. The woman told police the men hit her on the head with a gun and threatened to cut her fingers off if she didn't comply. Police say the men made off with $75,000 in jewelry, a Gucci purse, a Ferragamo handbag, a Judith Limber handbag, the woman's phone, and several coins from a wooden bowl. Yeah, she probably sound like an older lady to me, an older rich lady. It says a fingerprint on the box. They left that fingerprint. That's how they're going to end up getting caught, right? A fingerprint left on the box eventually led to police back to Hernandez, who had been booked by Colleyville police after he was pulled over for a defective brake light on September 19th. The Venezuelan gang connection. So this is why they believe they were in a gang. It says, after Hernandez was arrested, he told Dallas police that the other men were part of the El Anti-Trend criminal street gang. He also said he was paid $150 for his role in the robbery. He ain't no leader at all. Fox Sports previously asked Dallas police about the possible gang connection of the man. There is no evidence at this time to indicate that Hernandez is a member of the Tren de Aragua gang from Venezuela, Dallas police responded. When Fox 4 asked Dallas police about the possible gang connection and the other suspects after the release of new affidavits on Friday afternoon, Dallas police said they had given over all available information at this time. Court documents show all 4 suspects are in the country illegally. They are being held at the Dallas County Jail on an immigration hold. Immigration and Customs Enforcement tells Fox 4 the suspects are from Venezuela. Anyway, so I guess we will just have to figure out and see what's going to happen to these guys. Are they going to let them loose again? Because we know that America is very loose on its immigration policy, even for illegal immigrants. Actually, the illegal immigrants are able to get in quicker inside of the U.S. and start getting their life together quicker than even the people that's on hold waiting to be accepted legally inside the United States. Anyway, so now that we got that out the way, we've got to go on to Rich Homie Quan. Now, RP to Rich Homie Quan. Everybody knows that he definitely did pass away not too long ago, right? But something wild has actually happened. So, Rich Homie Quan, okay, we'll get into the song he made earlier, but I want to get to talking about what his DJ said, right? A lot of people was like saying, is blaming Rich Homie Quan's dad, saying that people set him up, people gave him bad this, bad that. You know what I'm talking about? But what his DJ is actually saying, there's actually the fans' fault for the tragedy that Rich Homie Quan was going through, because, you know, the fans started to put rat emojis under his pictures. The fans started to, not, tune into him as much after him and the whole Young Thug thing went on. They started to doubt him a lot. He was doubting himself at times because of the fans. I'm going to read y'all exactly what he said, right? Let me pull it up on the screen. So it says, Rich Homie Quan's DJ says he was hurting because fans were writing rats under his post and wants everyone to stop blaming his family. And the DJ came out and said, nobody poisoned my brother. Please stop blaming Dre, his BM, his plug. Stop it, for real, for real. Quan was hurting because how y'all treated him, how y'all forgot about him. Anything he posted, y'all writing a rat underneath when bro didn't tell on nobody. Bro was hurting because he still had a message that he felt y'all didn't appreciate. Quan loved his family more than anything, especially Dre. If y'all want to blame anybody, blame yourself for turning your back on him. All he wanted was to be heard again. It's crazy because he told me this was the only way he would trend again. And he says the only way he would trend again, obviously he mean by dying, he definitely died, and he definitely did actually start trending again after he passed away. So even that was foretelling. I mean, but that just happens with rappers, period, right? People may get off a rapper right when that rapper dies. They go look at him. For instance, let's say a rapper that's not as hot as he once was, like Lil Pump, for instance, right? He's not as hot as he was, but if Lil Pump was to pass away, he would trend, his music sales would go up, his followers would go up, and it would just be like that, right? It continues and it says, all he wanted was to be heard again. It's crazy because he told me that this way he'd only get attention. I just hate it was this soon. But also, a song that Rich Homie Quan dropped is actually called, give me just a second. Let me actually get to it, but I'm going to take y'all off here first. A song that Rich Homie Quan dropped, he actually kind of predicted his death. And this is the song that he just dropped because he did drop a 35 song album on his birthday, which I believe was like yesterday or 2 days ago. But in one of the songs is actually called Another Morning. He was saying he was thankful for another morning, but he came out and he said something that got a lot of people that got this song trending. Actually, he said, ain't worried about a op, my only concern is about an overdose. That's what he said in that song, and a lot of people's like, dang, bro, like it's sad. It's a very sad thing that actually happened, right? But if I go to the comment section, read what y'all said in the comment section about this, people said, just to keep it real, the whole album he talked about getting off the stuff or saying he haven't did it. I'm going to leave it at that. So he was struggling with it for real. He was definitely trying to get off. The next person said true, but people that he hang around was a bad influence, just saying. The next person said, that could be true, but we know he did what he wanted. Watching enough interviews to know he wasn't influenced after the first time, but to say he was off irks, his brother say he found him with food hanging out his mouth and nobody talking about it. Autopsy says overdose or mix of different stuff. I ain't trying to be on here with this, so this my last post, in which somebody replied, yes, different stories for me, but yes. Next person says, yeah, album will tell it all, bruh. Then there's Praying Hands. Might be too loaded, but I almost died in the beginning. Never fails. Sad as fuck. My cousin died last month from the same stuff in Memphis. And of course, this is on my Instagram at Key Talk Media, just in case y'all don't know. The next person said, run the song up and let him rest in peace. The album is fire. I still say someone set him up because they thought he was going to testify on Thug. Yup, I'm going to stand on somebody gave him that. Next person said, power of the tongue is real. I don't know why people talk like that. Dang it, man. So, of course, a lot of people do miss Rich Homie Quan. He is where he went, because of the actions that was actually taken. So, definitely RP to Rich Homie Quan. Anyway, so today we did talk about Diddy. A lot of the documents will be hidden. Y'all probably won't find out who else will be mentioned inside of Diddy's case simply because of that, other than when people file new lawsuits and they're saying stuff like, hey, listen, I want to file one on Diddy and this guy because I was at a party and they potentially all did this. But also, we talked about the Venezuelan gang. You know, talking about the guy that was actually captured first came out and said that they were part of a gang, tried to tie the lady up. They robbed her on Google Translate, threatened to chop her fingers off. Luckily, that didn't happen. And then, of course, last but not least, Rich Homie Quan. And Tupac family is trying to not sue Diddy, but order that private investigator in order to see if Diddy is the one that put that bag on Tupac's head. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.